So what have you done in the offseason to really focus on to make this year your best year so far?
So I really been working on weight gain, right? I moved to 3 technique. I played in Tony Gibson defense where I was a 3-5, so I was 275, 4-eye defensive end. So I had to learn how to gain some weight and learn how to play 3 technique. So that's really been the big thing, gaining weight and then working on my power and explosiveness in the weight room, and then also understanding the blocking tree at 3 technique. So it's been good, and I'm excited.
Awesome. Last question. Is there a player that you're looking forward to going up against in this coming season?
Looking forward to going up against. I'm not a fan. I don't know. Let me think. Who we playing that I know? Oh, my old roommate. He transferred to App State. His name is Nick Campbell. I look forward to going against him.
Yeah. You're gonna give him what for leaving you?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a little bit of something.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, my name is Jess with Pretty Girls Media. I'm going to have you pick your 3 questions from the back.
Okay, fun.
You ready?
Yeah, all right. Let's pick all 3 at a time?
You can.
Okay, cool. And I'll just read them one by one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm learning. All righty. What is your career choice besides the NFL? You know what? I really want to get into real estate and owning properties. And after that, I would love to have that passive income in the back, and then just be a high school football coach, FCA director for a high school. I would love to do that if I have the financial means to do so. I'm waiting for you to ask. I got to read it.
I'll let you do the work.
Yeah. So what's a pregame ritual your teammates would roast you for? Oh, that's funny. I guess probably for me, like pregame, or can it be like in the hotel?
It can be whatever you want.
Yeah. I guess I don't listen to rap music before. Really, I listen to worship music. I guess they could roast me for that. I don't think most guys would, but I would hope they wouldn't. But yeah, I'm not a big rap music guy before, and I take a 20-minute shower no matter what before every game.
20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you just steaming in there?
Yeah, just thinking, going through the place. I guess guys can be like, that's kind of like some American Psycho stuff. I don't know, but.
I mean, so you stand for the whole 20?
Yes. Yes. So maybe that's something they can roast me for. All right, let's see what else we got. What's one moment you wanted to what's one moment you wanted to quit, but you didn't? Like I said, probably with my foot injury, I had a nagging injury, so I could still play. It was like an accessory navicular bone, and it was tearing on my posterior tendon. So every time I walked, it was sharp pain. Then I developed plantar fasciitis. Anybody out there who's had that, it's not good. So every day in fall camp, I was trying to get out of the bed, and it's just I feel like I'm walking on a rock. So I was like, dang, it's just I was just down bad. But my teammates kept me up, my family, and God kept me up. So that's why I didn't quit. Yeah, thank you for your fun questions.
A couple of your teammates.
Yes, sir.
AJ Richardson, how's he doing?
Yeah, AJ Richardson's he's doing well. He's a guy that he's been helping us out in leadership and stuff, and he's also a great going to be a great player, a great linebacker for us.
And a couple of newcomers, Caleb Gordon and Budo Sarai.
Yeah.
Have they making an impact yet?
Yeah, they
played basketball.
Yeah, they came in late. The freshman guys though. They're very good at falling in line. They're falling in line, understanding how we do things, and they're guys that I'm excited to see how they can help us this fall. I don't know where that's going to be or what the role is going to be, but I'm excited to see because they're great athletes, got great builds. I'm excited to see what they can do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Isaiah, what makes NC State defense a very fierce competitor in the ACC?
I mean, our brand of defense that we're used to at NC State is playing, hard-nosed football, right? When we're down there, it doesn't matter what it is. We get the ball. It doesn't matter what side of the field we get the ball, right? We're down there. We're going to expect to get the ball back. And I think that's what we're trying to get back to this year, and that's what I'm excited to see.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We heard from Duke up there, but what makes him worthy of wearing that number 1 jersey and being a leader of the entire team, not just the offensive side of football too?
Like me and Duke, he doesn't want to brag on himself, a humble guy, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably number 1 reason why he's wearing number 1. He comes in, ever since I've known him, he's always done the right thing. Works really hard in the weight room. Great player on the field, right? And he also is a great guy. You get to know him. He genuinely cares about people. When he holds you accountable, he's going to hold you accountable, and then he's going to come and put your arm around and, hey man, how can I help you? Serve him, and who doesn't want? You don't want a hypocrite in that position. He's far from that. So, yeah.
How difficult is he to face? Because you get to face him on a more constant basis than most people have.
Yeah, I would say Duke. I hope when I get to him, I'm glad that I'm on the D line and I get to him before he gets going. Let me just say that when man gets going, his legs get to churning, he puts that shoulder down and it's over. It's almost over with for some people. So. Good player, great player.
What's it been like watching Duke grow as a vocal leader? He's a pretty quiet guy.
Yeah.
What's it been like seeing him get comfortable in this?
You know what? It's been cool to see him kind of get out of your comfort zone. Like I said, like guys talk in different settings, but when it gets to talking from the team, that's nerve-wracking for anybody. Even for someone like myself, who some people ask, I like to talk. It's nerve-wracking to be able to see him do that, and like I was a freshman and he came in mid-year. Like it was cool, like to see kind of him grow up, and it's just like makes you kind of proud. You know, it's like your brother, man, growing up. It's just be proud of, right?
Isaiah, you were a two-way guy in high school.
Yeah.
Started your career on offense. What was it like making that transition, and how has that past experience helped you on the defensive side?
Oh, I mean, it's helped me on the offensive side. In my freshman year, I got to play a little bit of tight end, so that helped me on the offensive side. And just knowing like tight end alignments, what offensive guys like to do, it's been very crucial, and it's like something that I'm so glad I've got to do because it helped me not only play tight end a little bit in college, but also defeat tight ends. So it's the ultimate.
Did that help with the Big Six last year?
Hey, you know what? Yes. I mean, I'm gonna say yes because ball skills are definitely important, but it was definitely just right there, better than that type of thing.
Where do you think you've grown the most these last 2 years to get ready for a bigger role this year?
Yeah, I think for me, maturity. Just growing. And when I say maturity, I mean physically and mentally. Just being able to know how to attack certain situations when things happen, what to say to guys, how to encourage somebody, and then also physically getting strong enough. Not getting bumped around as much. And this year, that's something that I gotta. When I'm in there, I can't get bumped out. Like, that can't happen. You know, I gotta be that strong 3 technique force in there. Helping the defense out. So I think those are the one thing I've grown the most in for sure.
Was there a moment that you, early in your career from college, where you got pushed around a little bit? You're like, I need to get.
Yeah, so I was saying Coach Gibby's defense, it was a little bit different. We were moving a lot, so I was able to be lighter and quicker, and that's fine. But yeah, there's been times that even with transition 3 technique last year, it's like, dang, like I feel myself getting. Like, I'm not used to playing 3 techniques. I'm not saying I'm getting messed up every play, but it's still a little different. Like, I need to put some ass on it, and that's just something that the coach was telling me, and something that I had to take, and that's that kind of talking about, right? And growing and taking advice. So.
Can you talk on the 5-for-5 legislation, and is that something you've thought about as an older player?
The 5-for-5, I guess someone's like, dang, I guess I could have played tight end my whole freshman year if they would have had that. But like I said, the Lord is at hand, and there's a reason for all those things, right? And I'm happy for those guys, those young guys that get to play early now, and even if it's on special teams or whatever that may be, they get to play early and don't have to worry about that. Oh, coach, should we put him in? He's almost a red shirt. It takes out that, and it lets you be able to use your whole team, and it doesn't matter what weekend it is, right?
Isaiah.
Conference game week 0 to start the year. How does that impact the offseason this time of year? Summer workouts and maybe the intensity of training camp and getting ready for a conference game in week 0 to start.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I missed that first part of that question. Can you?
How does having a conference game in week 0 impact the offseason? Heighten the intensity of it?
Yeah.
If at all?
Yeah, I think it's just the urgency, right? I mean, you play right away, and it's fun because everybody, all your friends at other schools are watching you that week, and it's exciting, and you're ready to go. And it kind of, I guess, sense of urgency is higher, but it stays the same. The mission's the same, is to go in there and win a game, right?
Isaiah, it's wonderful to meet you. I'm Oscar Lena. I'm with As We Speak It.
Okay.
I have a few questions for you. As a defensive lineman coming from North Carolina,
yeah.
I was also playing defensive lineman in high school.
Okay.
I know you have 196 tackles, over 19 sacks in high school.
Yeah.
As being a key piece of this defensive front, what kind of statement do you want to make when you do take the field, or when your whole defensive line take the field? What type of statement piece do you want to bring to the football field?
Yeah, I mean, I want guys, when we're in the game, I want them to be like, that defensive line, they play hard, they strain to the ball, they don't get bumped off, and they get the quarterback off the spot. As a defensive tackle especially, it's not as sexy as a defensive end where you can go and run around people and get a whole bunch of sacks. You got to be nasty, you got to be ferocious, you got to just be disruptive. And even if you're not making the play, just be disruptive. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want our D-line to kind of embody this year.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
I know that I'm trying to go into more of like an offensive line. Who on the offensive line do you think gives you the most toughest battle?
Yeah, I'll have to go with our guards, Kamen Smith and Yusuf. Those are 2 guys that are gonna have big time years. They're big time players, and they're both from Western North Carolina. So we're all Western North Carolina boys. So I love that we're all playing here together and getting after it.
Do you think this battle helps you in like a real game situation?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, so there was a point where I was getting a chance to play, and Yusuf was on scout team. But he shouldn't have been, in my opinion. I mean, he was one of the heaviest offensive linemen I went to. So when I get into the game, I'm like, I went against the heaviest guy I've went against. I mean, this is nothing. So yeah, no doubt about that for sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What has been the message the coaches have given you guys over the summer coming into camp as this comes starting?
Hey, this year it's time to burn the boats. It's time to go into the game, and when someone comes to our stadium, we lock the gates, and it's time to take that next level that everybody's talking about, being second. Everybody's tired of that. It's time to kick the door down and burn the boats, and that's the message. Thank you.
CJ talked a little bit about some of the younger guys stepping up, and Chase Bond being one of those along the defensive line with you. How much have you seen from Chase and Josiah Victor in terms of their growth this offseason?
Yeah, so I'll speak on Chase first. So Chase, I hosted Chase. So I remember him when he first got here, and he's just a big time dude. He wants it, and he's got that old school like hunger. Like doesn't matter, how much he's getting paid or whatever it is. He has that hunger just to be great, and that's why I think I connect with him so early. So I'm excited. It just means a whole lot. It's like dang, bro. Like I'm so happy that you're growing up and you're about to really help us. Same thing with JoJo. JoJo's the same type of guy. And I'm excited for him, even though he's a little bit younger than me and Chase. He's still some guy we're counting on, and he's ready for it. And he knows what it takes. He's been in some games. He knows what it takes, and I'm excited to see what they both do.
How much work are you getting, if any, at the nose tackle?
Not much work. Maybe on some passes, some passing down. I'll get in there, But nose and three technique there's not much different. You know what I'm saying? You're a shade over or not. So I could do that if we needed to do that.
What stands out about the new transfers in the front seven? How are you looking to get them acquainted with NC7?
Yeah, I think how you do anything, show them the way, show them how we do things, but also this is the key part. We have guys that have transferred that have played at high levels, that have played in these big time games that we're trying to get to. So there's a humility piece in there too. Of like, okay, what are you seeing that from the school you came to that we could tweak and maybe do better to help us get to those games? So it's a little bit of both. They helping us and we're helping them. That's what it's about. It's brotherhood. It's about, right?
What will it take for you guys to shock the ACC? What has to go right for you guys to do that?
We have to win the football games, But I mean, that's the thing. But for us, we got to do every little thing right? I mean, the margin for error here is like this. And I've said it all day. It's like this. So we got to do everything right, from the way that we watch the tape, from the way that we cover to how the way we play, right?
How important is it to be in year 2 of DJ Elliott's scheme and actually know what it takes to be able to have success in his scheme as well?
Yeah, I think now that when we watch the tape of plays, we're watching us do it, whether we're doing a good play or it's a bad play. Last year we were watching other teams because we didn't have any tape of us doing it, right? So that's the key. It's like knowing and being in a game when the sun's beating on your neck and you know the play that you ran these plays, it just hits different. And I think this year, like us understanding that and kind of understanding how Coach Elliott thinks and how his different playing, like calling style is different from our previous coordinator, is it's gonna be big time for this year, and it's gonna be, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be a whole different type of ball game.
I read about the Gamecocks. What are they getting in Jacarius speak? I'm sure you went up against him in practice a lot. Just talk about what makes him a good offensive tackle.
Pete, man. It's like rushing against a defensive lineman. That's what makes him so good. I mean, he's so athletic, got great feet. It's like I feel like I'm rushing against myself. So I think that's what makes him different from any other tackles I went against, is because he may be undersized, whatever you may say, but great feet. And then when you get into him, I think you can speed and power because he's strong too. He's a versatile player, and I wish him the best of luck down there.
You guys have Virginia week 0, and then you have Vanderbilt, Louisville, Lumen. Tell the tales, we can talk pretty early.
College football, there's so much parity in the ACC. I think for us, we're going out there and we're training to win every game. We're not really worried about who we're going up against. All we need to know is about the personnel and how we're trying to beat them.
Isaiah, you talked about the brotherhood and like how that was one of the main reasons why you stayed all 4 years. I know you guys do like some team camps and like stuff in the beginning. But like, what's a good example of something that has brought you and your team closer together?
So we've done a lot of. So I'll give you one. We did something called the Wolfpack Olympics, and it's like when you see different talents that guys do. We have like a singing competition, which I participated in. I think my score wasn't fair, but it's okay. And then we do like a free throw challenge, and then we do in like a softball, hitting softball over the field, and like it's just like little things like that. Like it's not even about what you're doing. It's little conversations in between that. Getting on the bus, transitioning. It's like stuff like that, and being able to see guys in a different light when they're not so amped up and ready to play football. It's like, dang, you can really get to know somebody. Hey man, tell me about your life. Tell me about who raised you. What's your why? And that's really what it's about. It's less about what you're doing, more just about spending spending time together, right?
There was no video that came out of that, so I got to ask you, what song did you sing?
I sung what was it? When We Were Young by Adele. Yeah, and I put my heart into it. You know, I gave it my all. So, but yeah, I got 7s. I'll take it. It's all right.
Can you go from a bars for us?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that for y'all. No, I don't want to break the microphones up here or shatter y'all's cameras.
To go from a team that went 4-4 in the ACC last year to a winning ACC record.
Yep.
Where does that little next step come from?
Like I said before, I think it was you that asked me a similar question. It's about doing all the little things right, and then whenever you understand that the margin of error is small to win games, you can't. There's not a game that we can give up. We gotta start off strong and finish strong. And I think that's something that we can improve on from last year for sure. Is finishing strong, and then and so we finish and being in the game, so our fans are there, you know, for the second half, so we can have that, you know, backing us, right?
So what's the key to finishing strong and having a good fourth quarter?
I think it's about how guys come out. I think it's about your mindset and letting guys understand that, hey, we're trying to do something special here, and for us to do that, we can't let our foot off the gas at all. It's balls to the wall every single play.
On the defensive side, how much does it help having your coordinator back from last year?
Oh, it helps extremely, right? Because you don't have to learn a new scheme, and you get to know him more as a person. Obviously, stuff that he went through last year, like, it makes you want to play for him harder, right? And like, you get to know him on a deeper level, and I feel like that's key. That's going to be key for this year.
Isaiah, your interception return last year, Wake Forest, the pick 6.
Yeah.
As a defensive lineman, when you see that ball go up in the air and it falls in your arms, what's that feeling?
You know, to be honest with you, I tell everybody this. It was a gift. I'm like, step out of the ball. That was my last thought. From there on, it's just like you just start running. And I tell guys that's the most peace of mind you ever get. And I don't know how I do, but for me, every time I ran the ball in the game, which has been not that many times, a lot more in high school, that's the most peace of mind you get. Not a thought's going through your brain. It's just straight adrenaline.
How many times have you watched that play since that night?
Too many times, to be honest with you. But it was, like I said, I'm so thankful to God for that opportunity. It's just big time.
Why do you think C.J. Bailey is a good face for the program if you're junior?
Because CJ, about him, he's personable. He's not too good for anybody, right? He's somebody that you look at and it's like he always has energy, uber talented, right? And he's just a guy that like you want to be around, right? And who wants a quarterback who no one wants to be around, you know? I think that's why he's a great face for us.
If you could speak directly to NC State fans' message for this season, what would you say to them?
I would say come out, be loud, and be proud, and please stay the whole game because we need you guys. And I'm just thankful for everything y'all do for us.
You mentioned in the press conference the importance of your faith to you. What has the impact of football in this program had on your faith?
It's been big time. I mean, our team chaplain Albert had a lot of great conversations with him, and then even on NC State, like they have AIA, FCAs. There's a lot of things for me to get involved, and then also bring guys along with me because that's the ultimate mission, right? Is to bring people to know Christ, and I just, like I said, I can't be thankful to God enough for bringing me to this place. The people I've met, the relationships I've built, it's all for a reason. It's all part of His ordained plan. So I'm like I said, just overly grateful.
As a guy from Watauga High School, I'm proud of you that school actually get over the hump because much like you guys, they were second place,
yeah.
And afterthought. How much of that, how proud of you of your program, your homeschool, and how much of that inspired you this year?
Yeah, man, I was so proud of those boys when I hear that, they're Final Four, now they're in the state championships. I go over there and then they win by a lot in the state championship. I'm like, see, because like guys up there, and I'm not, I know it's my program, but if you know anything about coach hopping, how they do things, they do everything right, and they treat people the right way. The best players are held accountable just as bad as the worst players. Like it's like everything they do there, they do it the right way. And I feel like right is always gonna get rewarded. The cream is always gonna rise to the top at the end. And I feel like, and that's kind of cool into it this year. It's like if we do everything right, guys, I'm telling you, we will be rewarded. And I feel like that's kind of the message that we've been kind of spreading to the team this year. Thank you for your question.
Being that you're from Boone, we have App State on the schedule.
Yeah.
Does it mean a little something extra to you to play the hometown team?
It sure does. I kind of wish we were playing up there because I just put my Little League games on that field, so that would be a full circle moment. But it does mean a lot to play the hometown team. Everybody was very understanding about me coming down here. There's no animosity, but it's just cool to play my hometown team. And then, like I said, I have a roommate up there. They used to be here, and now he's up there, so that's gonna be exciting to play them and to see some familiar faces that I've seen since I was 10 years old.
Going and talking to CJ, talking to Duke about the city of Raleigh. Hurricanes just won the Stanley Cup. What's it like being in Raleigh right now?
It's booming, man. It's always been a great place to be, right? I mean, if you've been to Raleigh, you don't really hear anything negative about Raleigh. Maybe the heat. That might be the most negative thing you get. But it's booming right now, and I think that this is something great that we can carry this momentum. Imagine it. NC State has a great year. Basketball has a great year. You know, wrestling has a great. And then now look at this. Now Raleigh's this booming place with all the support, which you already have, but even more so whenever we start winning. I mean, winning is how you get noticed and how you get support, right? So.
You talked about your faith earlier. What's something you can mention your faith more if you want, but what's something else off the field people should know about you?
Something they should know about me? Anything at all. I like to fish. I do. I feel like that's not that private. You can go look at my Instagram and see me holding fish and stuff, but I do like to fish, and I enjoy being in God's nature. I do.
Last one, football related.
Yeah.
How many pancakes are you going for this year?
How many pancakes am I going for? Yeah. 0 on defense, and then if they put me in there on offense, every time I'm in there, I want one. Yes, sir.
Isaiah, a couple questions. So first off, I just want to say it's awesome to hear about how important your faith is to you, but also really, really impressive the academic honor that you received. And here, that's awesome. You know, you're finalist for that great award. What do you do to be able to maintain that balance of being a student athlete? You know, making sure you're getting your work done on the field and what you need for the football team, but also with your academics.
Man, it's a full-time job, and if you really, if you really give it what it takes to be a lead at both, it's a full-time job. And like you said, it's intentionality, it's writing down your schedule, it's allotting time for certain things. I mean, you have to do those. But also, just enjoy it too. Like, I just want to tell guys, when I was younger, I was too bound up and angry all the time and like trying to like, I'm not good enough yet, or I'm not this. And like, you always want to improve. And like this year, like I have to improve. We all do. But also understand that you have an awesome opportunity right now in front of you, and just enjoy it and just be in the presence of your teammates, of God, and of the whole experience, right? And I hope that answers your question. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But.
Absolutely, yeah. And you say you like to fish. My roommate, he's a big fisher, likes to fish, but he's wondering where to fish in Raleigh. So do you have any suggestions? Or
he's trying to get my fishing spots away. Everybody knows about this one. I caught a good catfish over there at Crabtree Lake, I think it's what we call it, over there by that big gray thing. It's probably all fished out because when I got there, I saw it on the Instagram reel or something. I went over there and caught me a catfish off a piece of bread. So if you want to catch some catfish, go over there.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man.
When you look at this defense as a whole, obviously a lot of guys coming in as transfers. You talked about a couple of them, but how much did you guys have to kind of rebuild that chemistry back in the spring and bring them along as well?
Yeah, I think, like I said, since I've been in college, it's every year you have to do that, right? And that's just the nature of the game. I will say, I think the one transfer portal helped that because the guys that were here, I know they're going to be here through next January. So it was able to, we didn't have to rush it as much because we know we don't plan anybody leaving us, and we can pour into guys and things like that. But like you said, you had to rebuild that chemistry. That's why we have to do team activities. That's why we have to get around each other and be outside of the building. Because if you don't have that, like if I don't know anything about you, I'm not as likely when I'm sweating and I'm tired and I'm cramping to look at you and be like, all right, one more play, because I know that guy and I love that guy, right? You got to know each other, and I feel like that we've done a great job as a leadership council of planning things and getting something like that done.
How important is it for the pass rush to be significantly better than what it was last season?
It's the only thing. Like we have to. I can't even put it in words. I stumble my words because that's how important it is. It's like we have to get the quarterback off the spot. We have to get him down on the ground. For us to be a successful defense, we must improve there. And I think we have pieces around us that are going to do that and help us get to that goal.
How much does Harvey Dyson specifically help to kind of improve that? Obviously, you guys can't hit CJ Bailey, Will Wilson, those guys, but how much has he helped, and you see that already?
Yeah, I think he's helped us a lot. He's a great athlete, been there before, one of those guys that's been there before and understands the setup of the rush. He understands how the angles he needs to take. He understands how to communicate to me and how I can help him more if I need to get more vertical to give him a way to rub off, like things like that. It's he's gonna be a big time help for us, a big addition, and I'm excited to see what he's gonna do for sure. Hey, Isaiah, pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I appreciate you asking that question. That's good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm grateful to be here, to be able to represent the team. And there's so many guys that were qualified to come up here and do this. And the fact that Coach brought us 3, and I was one of them, that means a whole lot to me. So I'm just excited to be here.
How do you like playing in the defense?
I like it a lot. and this is the main reason why I like it, because when I turn on the TV and I watch the NFL, it's like, dang, that's what I'm doing. And that's really the biggest difference. No hate on the other defense. The defense was great. I chose that defense to come play that defense. Obviously, I love that defense too. But it's just different now because I'm watching the NFL. I'm like, dang, that's what they're teaching me to do in practice. And it's like, I think that's helped me get better as a player too, because I can watch really good players do what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And that really helped me learn the 3 technique position, because last year was my first time ever playing 3 technique. The majority, if that makes sense. I was usually a 4-eye. So yeah, that's definitely, to answer your question, that's how it does.